Back you laughing.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. Here we go, the final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
This is it. 18. Hey, we heavy on the end. Alert. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Off. Pass. Here we go.
On first down, it's Watson. And incomplete to open things up. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and out. And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. On 2nd and 7, Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson.
2 sacks last week, another one right.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. I'll guarantee you Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously, the players and coaches. There's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission, that's their challenge, and you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check.
Here's Mariota. Sets up the screen to Lewis. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Mariota to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Let's go, baby.
Mariota now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Mariota gives to Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we?
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And Stills bringing it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. That's complete to Sharp. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tajay Sharp, 76 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And he whips that one incomplete there. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And now another one thrown incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Fielded just inside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mariota. Now they go screen. It's complete. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Mariota, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Texans will take over at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now it's Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Watson finding fouls complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Watson on 1st down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. It's complete. Stills. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well. So
what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The final two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He's going to go for a big play down. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Mariota on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
On second down now, it's Lewis, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first and 10, here's Mariota. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On second and a yard, Watson, open man, the tight end fails. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Johnson. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ready? He's crashing. He's checking.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another first and 10. Here's Watson going deep here for Stills. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kenny Stills, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score.
Mike's 56. What we got? What we got? What we got? Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Mariota. It's caught by Davis. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Mariota now. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
52 is the mic right here, over there.
After the interception, here's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Kill. 36.
To try again after the sack. Watson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Mike 52. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got, Heavy?
Out of the gun, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's Brian Anger now. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to have the first down past the 20 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Mariota now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check 61. Matchbox, right.
From the gun, Mariota. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Watson now to throw. On the left side, this is Stills. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. Now Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Watson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mariota hands to Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Looking deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point put through by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He finds his target, Fuller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfect. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Cameron Wake in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Tennessee, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Houston, this was based.
All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to here with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk.